Hey team, this is a commentary video commenting on the song that I just put on my YouTube channel. And I've got on a piece of paper here, some interesting points about it. And let's get started. Just want to say this is going to be a long video. I'm going to ramble on this video. Guaranteed I'm going to ramble. I have like 10 points to go through, and I'm going to ramble about each one. So it's up to you, but I hope you stick around and listen. Um, yeah, click subscribe, please, if you can. That would be great. So, okay. Why did I make this video? That's the central question, for which there's about 9 or 10 answers. Um, I'll stay, the short and sweet is that, hey, it's a cool thing to do. And if you do it, it's great. So I did it and I'm happy about it. But there's a lot more to it than that. I want to start with the dedication that appears at the beginning of the video. That says dedicated to Anth. Anth, who's Anth? He's my beloved cousin. He passed away last year. And he's played such an influential part on my life, especially when it comes to music and guitar and stuff like that. You know, planting seeds in my life, and that they grow into much bigger things. And I loved him very much, liked him very much, and he's no longer with us. He leaves behind a wife and 2 kids, so very sad story. But I have full confidence that his wife and his 2 kids will also continue to grow into amazing, amazing, fruitful people. Now, there's other people that I lost in recent times that I wanted to put on the dedication, but the list, it would be a list dedicated to bing, 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 bing. We've got my beloved cousin Anthony, my beloved father, my beloved grandfather, Silvio, who died last year. All 3 of those people died last year. It was a terrible year. My grandfather Ken, my great Uncle John, who in our family we call the nicest person on the planet Earth. So if I were to make a dedication for all those people, it would just look like a list. I said it wouldn't look cool. So I just put for Anth. Anth's my guy, the most related one to music too. So there you go. Now, why else did I make this video? Probably the biggest motivating factor was a video that I watched on YouTube. Oh, no. It was a meme on Facebook. A meme on Facebook was making fun of people that make music their personality but never release any. And I thought, yeah, that's there's truth in that meme, like in all memes. And I said, you know what? So do I make music my identity? No, but, out of the few hobbies I have, playing guitar is one of them, and I've been doing it my whole life without really taking it too seriously. Playing 2 minutes a day every other day doesn't help, even if you fast forward 20 years. So that meme struck a chord with me, and it was kind of like a challenge. I said, no, we're going to release a song. That's it, So that meme played a large role in why I put that song together and released it, is the point, right? So that's that. Now, what else do we got here? Yeah, here's another one. Learning through writing. So I started to take guitar lessons from a YouTuber. It's Eric Haugen, and he's a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic guy. And I took several private lessons with him, and he taught me a lot. He unlocked me. I was at a certain level. He unlocked that and let me get a little higher up. And one thing he said, but I also saw it on another YouTube video, was that, you also learn by writing, right? Just, memorizing things without applying them is not as good as applying them too. So making this song and composing it took a lot of time. And even though it's not a great song, it's a pretty simple song, but even that is challenging for me. So, and I learned a lot. So that is true. Learning through writing. So as a guitar player, write, put on YouTube with your phone. That's that one. What else? To prove to myself that I've got some chops. Yeah, okay, I have some chops, like not any good chops, but I've got one or two chops. A chop here and a chop there. And yeah, like put it in stone, put it in a video, release it, and I can prove to myself that, yeah, you've got a chop or two in the toolbox. That's that one. Another one is bringing things together, right? Making a complete song and releasing it brings a lot of elements together. Like, number one, guitars, amps, microphones, music software, which actually I didn't use too much of this time, but the whole computer recording part, music theory, video cameras to film stuff. What else? All kinds of other gear. I had a pedal there, an overdrive pedal. You have all these things lying around, and without doing such a thing, they just kind of lie around, but when you have to record a song, it brings all that stuff together in the same place, and gives kind of a reason for it all to exist. But yeah, bringing the gear and the music theory all together is something that happened there. So that's that. Here I've got a funny point, but vanity. I'm not going to fucking lie. I think when you do something like this, there's a modicum or a lot of vanity involved, but I don't think of it as vanity. I think of it as like self-esteem. And everybody should have that, to some degree. So, yeah, to everybody watching, think highly of yourself, or think not highly of yourself, but think something of yourself, and put it on video for the world. Yeah. Gear. Oh my God. Releasing this video is going to unlock so many bullshit excuses for me to buy more gear. My wife is going to kill me. When we go to the music store, we're always looking at stuff, and I always say, I'm not good enough to get that. I got to take more lessons. I'd rather invest in my skills than gear with my current skill set, right? And I don't think my skills increase that much, but just having this video out there, now when we go to the music store, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm a musician now. You wouldn't understand, honey. And so I need that several $1,000 Mesa Boogie amp. Anyway, so gear is gonna go to the stratosphere starting today, promise you. And what else here? Okay, now some things about the song itself. So one is a simple setup. Okay, I wanted to make this thing on my phone. Just put up the phone, play the song through my amp, and that's it. Because my YouTube channel doesn't have much going for it, but the one thing I want to keep there 100% is authenticity. And I'm not the kind of guy to mic up amps and vocals and stuff like that. I just like to talk into my phone, when I do a video. Right now I'm doing a webcam and a condenser mic, but that's pretty cheap. And, but what I found was that just putting a mic in the room, be it the phone, the webcam, or I even tried with this condenser mic, and just singing into it and letting the amp, play into it, it just sounded too to horrible, absolutely horrible. And so I rented, you'll see in that case, a Royer R10 ribbon microphone for $50 a month from the music store. And I said, I'll try miking up my amp, right? I had to go on Facebook Marketplace, get some mic stands. I already had like a karaoke dynamic mic, and it did the trick. But I didn't like that in the video there was, mic stands and a microphone, because that to me is a little more pro than I wanted to do. I just wanted to do something quick and dirty. But it was the minimum to have acceptable sound, I promise you. Okay, another thing I wanted to say is that the recording setup for this video is very, very sparse. What do I mean by that? What did I record this with in terms of software? 2 pieces of software: Audacity for the audio and Cheese for the video. That's right. I did all this on Linux. And what I had to do was, with my Focusrite, record stereo to get the 2 tracks, the vocal and the guitar. That comes in Audacity as one stereo track. Then I had to pan left, pan right to mix each side into its own mono track, giving me a mono vocal and a mono guitar track, one each. Then with Audacity, I tried to do a little post-production, some compression, bring the levels where I want, and I never got them where I was really happy with them. But that's it. I was watching the video and I saw, number one, there were some notes that I actually hit correctly. And I thought, people might think that's auto-tuned because auto-tune is so easy to pirate and set up, but definitely none of that. Yeah. And once I had the 2 audio tracks, I had to combine it with the video track to make a song. So I actually clap in the video and the audio so that I could sync it later. And then I put all that together in Kden Live on Linux. So all free software. Don't need any money to do that. And that's the software side of how this guitar was done. Guitar, the song. But that leads me to my next point, the guitar. The guitar used is special to me. It wasn't by luck. Ooh, there's my microphone. Get out of here. This was and is my very first guitar, period. We paid $130 Monopoly money dollars, that's Canadian dollars, at Long and McQuaid in the year, my God, 93, 94. It's a made in Korea Squire Strat. And this thing is old as, don't swear. And it's beat up. I've replaced the pickups. They have Guitar Fetish pickups inside, but everything else is original, I think. No, nothing else is original. I changed the pots and the tuners, but the frets are original, and these things are worn down. You can't see, but they are almost flat. Every time my buddy plays it, he says, these frets are almost gone. But this is still my best playing guitar. I don't know why. But the reason I used it in the song is because I need to put this thing in a case and put it away. It's becoming more valuable sentimentally to me than functionally. And so I want to either put it on display on the wall or put it in a case. You know, I've played this thing for 25 years. And so, you know, playing it infrequently would be just fine, and I can play one of my newer and better ones. But that's because this is my first guitar. You see it used in that song, and it is, how do you say, not immortalized, but you know what I mean. Like, it is published. This usage of this guitar is now published somewhere. He has a new life, and on the internet, on YouTube, and yeah, love you. I got this amp that you see in the video. It's from 1971, and I just love the sound of it. It's not a great amp, but it's a cool amp. And thanks to Mike McLean for getting it for me. You know, he said he spotted it, and we got it together. I was very tempted just to plug the guitar into the computer and have the computer do all the effects. That would have been so much more easier, would have been easier than what I did. Miking the amp, dealing with that nonsense. I could have just plugged it into the computer. Especially difficult because you're singing at the same time, which means the amp sound is coming through your vocal mic as well. So if I had played into the computer, it would have been much easier. And that is a fact. I always knew that. But the thing I said earlier in this video was that, you know, authenticity is key here. You know, I didn't want, and I wanted to show you what I am playing through, what I'm listening to, right? So, and I don't play through the computer these days. So, yeah, that's what kind of guided me towards miking the amp rather than just playing into the computer with software effects, which is a great thing anyway. How many takes did I do and how much editing did I do? I ask myself. A lot of takes. It was hard to get a complete take. You do half the song, then mess up. Start again. Half the song, mess up. Practice the hard part. Okay, fine, a couple times. Do the song again, mess up, start again, right? What I didn't want to do, so what you got in that song was one take. It wasn't the first take, but it was one take, start to finish, you know, single instance of that song performance. But it wasn't the first take. It was the I think it was like the 16th or 17th take. And by that time, oh my God, the guitar was like digging into the strap was digging into my shoulder. It was just, you know, what else? My hands were getting all like, you know, I don't know, just useless, making mistakes more and more as I got more fatigued. It wasn't good. So I took breaks, but then I'm taking a break and I'm like, is this what musicians do? Like, do they like try and do a couple of takes? Then they're like, oh, I'm messing up too much. I'm going to take a break, blah, 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 blah. I felt like a rock star, be honest. Not really. Editing. There's one edit in there. It's a hilarious edit. So I'm playing a part, and only on this take, this was the last take too. Once I got an acceptable take, finished, because I was so tired of it. That take to me was acceptable and fine. But what happened in this take didn't happen in any of the other takes. I'm playing my part. I've already done it 100 times in the day. And I accidentally made some harmonics. And it went ding, ding. And it was only less than 1 second. And it confused me, but I kept going, and the whole take was fine. And then I said, you know what? That's luck of the draw, you know, and it's be authentic. That's what happened. Keep it in there, right? But the more I listened to the song in post-production, right, just kind of mixing it and stuff like that, I'm like, ding, ding. I hear it, and I'm like, this is a doorbell. It really sounded like a doorbell. And you can't unhear it after that. So the song had a doorbell in it made by me on the guitar. Ding, ding. After a while, I said, no, I got to take it out. It was less than half a second. It was just like ding, ding. And there was another phrase right next to it which had the same part, and like it's not even a part, it was like just like two notes or something, and I just went bink bink, put it in there. It sounds just the way I intended. So there is, a 500 millisecond edit in there to get rid of a freaking annoying doorbell sound in the middle of the song. You thank me, I thank me, whoever watched that song. Anyway, bad lyrics. So yeah, I'm in the shower and I'm thinking like, okay, the chorus says, I forget. The chorus says, I don't know where I'll go or what lies ahead, but I know that I'll be here until I'm dead. Something like that. Well, if you know you're going to be here, then you ain't going anywhere. So you know where you're going. Nowhere. Right? But so I'm thinking, oh my God, it's too late. The song's done. The lyrics are stupid. Or they could be improved, rather. They actually make sense because I didn't even talk about what the song is about. Oh, okay, we'll do that. But like, the song is about, okay, forget it. Yeah, let's go there. Okay, what is the song about? The song is about, it's a metaphor of my life as a train ride. I'm the conductor, of the engineer of the train. From the time it launches to the time I die is when the ride stops. The people in my life are the passengers on the train, and they come and go, in short bursts, every other stop, or some people hang on for a long time of the ride, like your parents, and stuff like that. So that's the whole metaphor going on. And then the chorus says, I don't know where I'm going to go, but I'm not going to go anywhere. So what I meant to say was not what I meant to say. I think because what was happening after so many takes, I was messing up the lyrics. Maybe I even say it in there. I don't know where we'll go, like where, as a train, where it's going. That's what I meant there. But then they say, but I know that I'll be here, like on the train. So the train's moving, but in relation to the train, I'm not moving. I'm staying on the train. Stupid lyrics. I apologize, but it's in there. It's done. At the end of the video, I hold up a little thing. I think it's this one. This is a circuit board made by my good friend Amaury. To control little mini remote control cars that he was inventing. But I don't know. I just thought if I use something like that, it connects him to this in a way, right? And I don't see him very much, but I'm like, hey, I'm going to use this to do the whole song. And it was a pretty good guitar pick. Thanks, Amaury. I want to mention the various YouTubers that inspired me, like to get off my butt and do something. When it comes to guitar online, my favorite channel is Andertons. And, the Captain, Danish Pete, but when I started, it was Rob Chapman on there, Rabia. I think of these guys whenever, I'm playing guitar because I just watch them all the time, and they're great dudes. And so they inspired me. Like I said, Eric Haugen on YouTube, check him out. I'll put links to these channels in this video, but they're awesome. And there's so many more, but these are the main ones. And what else we got? Yeah, I didn't mention this, but I should have mentioned this at the beginning. Doing such a thing is a bucket list item for me. Really. When I picked up the guitar at the age of 12, 13, I don't know, when Nevermind came out, really, that's when all of us got guitars. Um, you know, music did become part of my personality, part of my life, and a great part of my life. I love having guitar in my life. But, from there, a kid always dreams about, being on stage performing or something, which I've only done in a minimal way one time. And, but actually, I always respected writers, composers, and not really performers. And so making a complete song, start to finish, and playing it successfully one time is definitely a bucket list item for me. Another thing is that as a guitar player, I play, so how do you say, we play, you and we play, phrases here and there, so many phrases. And a lot of us can get caught up in playing little phrase here, little phrase there, playing for 5 minutes a day, noodling, putting it down. And that's fine. And that's great. But I always had in the back of my mind, Marco, can you focus? Do you have the attention span? Do you have even the hand strength? Do you have the wherewithal to play a song start to finish? A 5-minute song, a 4-minute song, whatever. Because you just don't do that when you're noodling. You don't play a song start to finish when you're noodling. So that to do all of that is a bucket list item for me. And I felt great relief once I saw that the take was acceptable. I thanked God. I'm a Christian guy. I was like, God, thank you. Like, I don't know why you couldn't make that take 2 or 3. Take 16 is okay. But I guess you had to work for it, right? But I was so relieved when that was done. But on a deep level, not just, oh my God, the work is over. It was like I felt like I had fulfilled something deep inside me. So that's a bucket list item for me, is to make and release this song. And another point here, why did I make this song, is because I do want to make more music. I do make a lot of cool snippets of music here and there, but they are not traditional, right? Like some might be just space noises on the reverb pedal or something like that, ambient music or something like that. But I have the kind of an obsessive personality here where I won't do something for fun until the work is finished. That might be hard to understand, but I felt like I have to do a regular song first, then you can do some different stuff later. But I would not feel at peace if I was doing weird stuff first and never doing just a regular song, because I would doubt whether I could or not. So this unlocks that. So there will be more music for sure, and I hopefully at a greater pace than once every 40 years. But yeah, so yeah, I needed to get a regular song out the door first, and I can make other songs now without restriction. For me, that's how I feel. And that also relates to something about the song, which is that there's nothing out of key in this song. At least that was my intention. I didn't even do anything as spicy as seventh chords. I just stuck to my minor key. I think it's F sharp minor. And everything is in that key. Everything is in that key. I feared that maybe sometimes I was singing something out of key, which I would have accepted. But I did not want to transpose keys or anything like that. I just wanted to make a regular song so that I don't have to doubt whether I could. The next stuff is going to be so freaky. You know what I mean? Yeah. That looks like about it. If you did see the song, I want to say thank you for listening to it. If you did watch this video up until now, I also want to say thank you for watching up until now. I hope you click the subscribe button because who knows why. I'm not looking for subscribers, but that's a lie. I am. But there's no buts. If you can click subscribe, click subscribe. Put a comment. I love reading them. And I hope you put together a song and put it on YouTube. That's called releasing it. Release it. Remember that thing I mentioned at the beginning. There is a meme that made fun of people who make music their personality and never release a single song, which is so true. You know, all of us guys who got music gear. We got keyboards over here, drums over there, guitars over there. Could you imagine that, so many of us just never get off our butts to release a song? There's so many of us. Well, that's not me anymore, and I hope that's not you. So make some songs. I used to know people that would make pump out songs on the ukulele, and I envied that. They would sign up for, this person signed up for a songwriting challenge, 12 songs in 1 month. They had to write 12 songs in 1 month for some contest, not a contest, a group, challenge. And they did, and they were all of quality that you expect, but they were complete, which is more than we can say, right? So yeah, make a song and release it. I think I just love hearing my voice at this point or something. I'm just rambling. Thank you all. Let's cut this video. It's 27 minutes long. Good luck with your endeavors.